Well, okay, this is a video to help us sort of with this analyzed data question from Australia. And it's just kind of interesting because it's what people really have to look at when they look at a lot of data. This is the annual rainfall from 2002 all the way to 2011. You just have to be able to read it. There's the months, January, February, March. That's the annual rainfall. And what is it in millimeters? And this is the annual from Sydney. Okay, so that's it. We're just you'll have that table to work with. And the first questions are pretty easy. It just tells you how much rain fell in January 2006. Well, let's say it was October 2006. So what you would do is you'd go to October, you'd go down to 2006, and it'd be 17 millimeters fell in that month. And that's it. You just have to be able to look at the question, read it carefully. Now, the next part is telling you something different. It's telling you the mean all the way from 1859 to 2011, more than 100 years. That's the mean for January. There's the mean for February. That's the lowest it ever was in January and February and March and April. These are the absolute minimums. And there's the absolute maximums in all that time. And there's the annual mean. So what does that mean? Well, I mean, they added up all the rainfall and divided by 12 each year, or you could say they added up all the years and divided by the total number to get this mean. Every single month and all the years, I guess that would be a big number. They'd have to divide by that, add all the rain and divide by how many months. It happened in more than about 150 years. Wow. So that's how they got the mean. You use this data, and the questions just get a little bit trickier. Let's look at this one. On average, which month of the year is it wettest? Well, that's we just need to go to the mean that's got the most. Well, the biggest one, it looks like this 130 is the biggest number. Oh, 131. Well, on average, January is just ahead of March here in Sydney. See, I went to the right place to read that, you know. So you just have to be able to look at this this thing. Here, these questions are a little bit harder. They talk about for the period. Well, they're not hard. You just have to, for the period of 2002 to 2011, in which years was the annual rainfall in Sydney greater than the long-term mean rainfall? Well, the long-term mean rainfall, there's the mean. Well, the long-term annual one. So he's talking annual. So we take this 1215 and we go back to the first thing and we take a look. How many months were bigger than 1215? Is that what they said? Bigger than? I think so. Greater than. So you actually, that's not so hard, but you still have to take that 1215 and find all the months that are bigger. And I think the next question asks a percentage. So maybe this video will help you do all those questions. Maybe you wouldn't have had too much trouble anyways.